Sir. So I request Miss Hannah to do the honor, please. Yes, clap, please. This felicitation is a sign of respect, honor, as we receive our chief guest, that is our dear DC of East Jaisalmer district. He has taken so many initiatives in our district where the youth of our district can. I would like to request Sir B. Papang, being the Joint Secretary of this beautiful event, to please come up and give a short message to us.
You sound so weak. A bigger NSS clap. NSS clap goes to. Thank you so much, NSS volunteers, and our chief guest of today, Shri Abhilash Baranwal IAS, our dear Deputy Commissioner of East Jaita Hills District. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time that you have come to our college. As being said in the inaugural program, that you are now a JEC member, you're part of a family. And since you have been a part in almost all the programs that we have, the important programs. And sir, we believe that with your presence here, it will bring us confidence, and it will bring us motivation for the youths of the Northeast region. And sir, again I would like to say that we have, in the college, we have also been motivated through your speech in some of the YouTube channels, and your speech has really enlightened and motivated our youth. And as you all know that today is the event that we're going to celebrate, that is Yuva Samvat India at 2047. Many of you understand what is the purpose of Yuva Samvat. It is about the energy of young India. How many of you know, how many of you feel that you are young? Even if your age is 40, 50, let me see your hands. How many of you still feel that you are young? Let me see your hands. Yes. Some of the volunteers are not raising hand. All right. I believe this is the purpose of having this program, to make our youth understand that our country is a young country. And with this Pach Pran of Yuva Samvat, I would like to share some points for the program. That is, as many of the NSS volunteers have been sharing, that is the resolve. Number one is resolve of developed India. Number two is removing any trace of colonial mindset. Number three is taking pride in our legacy. Number four is our strength of unity. Number five is fulfilling the duties of citizens with honesty. So these are all the important resolves, 5 resolves that has been laid out to celebrate this Yuva Samvat India 2047. All these play a very important role, as many of our youths, many of the volunteers have spoken about it. I will not talk more on it, but let us understand that all these 5 Pach Prans are required and is required in today's generation. Because without these 5 working together, it will not bring unity, it will not bring honesty, it will not bring development. Because these Pach Prans will lay way forward for our nation. And let us all celebrate this day and a day of remembrance. That this day is a very important day. As Northeast India, we should show the example, the best example to the remaining part of the country. If we can be united in the Northeast India, we can be united as a whole, in the whole country. So this is a very important point that we need to understand. Even though we are from the different states and district, what united us is these Panch Prans are the very important points that unite us. And it is a way forward to bring and to take our country into a better future. So that's it from my side. These are the 5 results which are very important for us that we need to understand. So let us take these points as from today onwards, as these 5 plans will be part of our lives from today. Thank you so much, sir, Principal, for giving me this opportunity once again to share some points about Yuva Samvad, and also our chief guest today. It is pleasure for us to have you, sir, and we would like to hear more from you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Recess class goes to.
Thank you, Sir B. Papang, being the most talented, the most enthusiastic faculty members in Jaintia Eastern College. Yes or no? So thank you so much for the wonderful message you have given us today. You have said that we would like to see the united India. We would like to see a developed India at 2047, as our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji has enlightened us. So thank you so much for that wonderful message. So now, without any delay, I would like to call upon our chief guest, Shri A. Baranwal IAS, our respected DC of Eastern Hill District, to please come up and deliver your message, sir, to us.
Recess class goes to.
Chairperson, for inviting me here. First of all, my gratitude to the principal of Jaintia Eastern College, Mafed Nongtudu. Ever since I have come to the district, I can assure you one thing, that the most positive vibe that I get in anywhere in the district, our district is 2,100 square kilometers, is the probably 3-acre campus of Jaintia Eastern College. So it is a testimony to the impact, to the influence, and to the attitude of the principal, Jaintia Eastern College, Mafed Nongtudu, who has been leading the college from front since last 32 years. And thereafter, my regards to all the dignitaries present on the dais, but most importantly to all the students who are present over here. Very warm good morning to all of you.
Morning, sir.
What is it that you would like me to speak about? Is there anything? Or should I just give you a dish and go back?
So many Northeast people are very few coming to IAS, becoming IAS. I think most of these students they want to be there.
Right. So that's the easiest topic for me. Thank you. So, I mean, what happens is once you have cleared UPSC, you become an instant celebrity. There's hardly any other examination in the entire world probably that will make you an instant celebrity the moment you clear it. So, would you like me to speak about some guidance like how to aim for anything like UPSC? Yes. Right. So, for that, I have to assume that you all want to do good in life, right? Yes. Correct? Yes. You all want to be something in life in which when you go back to your home after a work day, you'll feel satisfied and you'll feel like it was a worthy day, correct? Right? Yes or no? Yes. What does it mean? It means that whatever you are doing, you are satisfied with what you are doing, right? And you are Gen Zs, right? You all are Gen Zs. So if you are Gen Zs, and basically Gen Zs are those who have been born in this millennium, 2000 and beyond. See, cracking UPSC, cracking IIT, cracking AIMS, cracking any examination for that matter, or for that matter doing anything in life which is worthwhile. There is no specific formula for becoming an IS. The same formula will work for an industrialist if he wants to become really good in their sector. The same formula will work for any actor, actress. The same formula will work for everyone in whatever sector they are. And there is no rocket science behind it. I guess if I have to enumerate those 3-4 basic points, the first point would obviously be sacrifice. I feel the problem, and this is not a problem which pertains to only Northeast. It pertains to, see, in Northeast, probably most of the people are tribal, except probably Assam and Tripura population to some extent. But also in Tripura, half of the population is tribal. And in Assam also, a large number of tribals are there. It's not what I am saying. It's a recorded fact by anthropologists as well as sociologists that the concept of future is a little hazy for tribals. What does it mean? It means that there is a larger propensity to enjoy in future and relative lack of vision for future. For example, अगर Bihar mein, let's say, I come from Jharkhand. So in Jharkhand, Bihar, if you give, let's say, suddenly 50,000 rupees to a family, or let's say 5 lakhs rupees to a family, normal family, what will happen? The first thing that they will do is they'll go and deposit it in bank. उस 5 लाख रुपए का probably वो एक पार्टी तक नहीं करेंगे. In all likelihood. Why? The point is that they are able to imagine that this 5 lakh will be put to better uses in future as compared to what we can do it now. आप नॉर्थ ईस्ट में अगर 5 लाख देंगे, there is a greater likelihood कि कल को जाके एक ऑल्टो गाड़ी खरीद के ले आएंगे. Am I wrong, Mafed? Right? So there is a concept called deferment of pleasure. Do you understand this? Deferment of pleasure means आज बर्दाश्त कर लेते हैं, आज काम कर लेते हैं, आज सैक्रिफाइस कर लेते हैं, ये जो प्लेजर है इसको शिफ्ट कर देते हैं, इसको बाद में करेंगे. We'll defer it. There was a Harvard study जिसमें बच्चों को, छोटे छोटे बच्चों को, 3-4 मतलब 3 साल 4 साल के बच्चों को उन्होंने क्या किया, they kept them in a room and उनको बोला ये चॉकलेट, let's say chocolate, let's say cookie, anything whatsoever, ये एक चॉकलेट अभी है, I'll go out and I'll come back in 15 minutes if this chocolate is still there. I'll give you another one. But अगर ये नहीं है, अगर if in these 15 minutes if you eat it, you'll not get another one. They went for 15 minutes, they came back. ये बहुत बच्चों के साथ किया गया. Some of the children, obviously being children, they took the opportunity, वो खा गए. कोई 5 मिनट इंतजार किया, कोई immediately खा गया. कुछ लोग actually 15 मिनट तक इंतजार भी किए. So some children actually waited for 15 minutes. And then they obviously got 2 chocolates. But then the story does not end there. The important thing is that those children were tracked. That how do they do in their life? And without an exception, the children who resisted the most, they did the best in life. Without an exception. What does it mean? It means that those children could see if we are able to resist for 15 minutes, we'll get another. Let's resist. So this is called deferment of pleasure. And this calls for a sacrifice. Right? Agreed or not? आज आपको, let's say, if you can enjoy today instead of studying, पढ़ना तो अच्छा नहीं लगता होगा किसी को, I believe. Right? If you are given a choice between पढ़ाई, especially your curriculum का पढ़ाई, and let's say something that you actually enjoy, be it painting, be it, I mean, चलिए ठीक है, those things are helpful as well, but then let's say partying with friends, hanging out with friends, meeting your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. The point is, if you'll categorize them hierarchically, पढ़ना थोड़ा नीचे आएगा in terms of the pleasure that you get from it. So it calls for a sacrifice. Right? अगर hangout छोड़कर, पार्टी करना छोड़कर, पढ़ाई करना पड़े, sacrifice तो है ना? Is it or is it not? But then it's a worthy sacrifice. So the first thing that you need to do, I believe, and this is not something that is people are inborn with. It is something that you can train yourself with. Anything in a human can be trained and retrained. So that's my first suggestion. Learn how to sacrifice. Sacrifice करोगे, you will be able to actually achieve things in life that you want. Now, coming to the second point. The second point is that I feel that you have to have a very concrete understanding that you want to do something good in life. I'm not talking about IS only. If you play, if you are in sports, you have to have a very clear understanding that if you are a 100 meters runner, that you want to break the national record. As simple as that. क्योंकि sacrifice तो उसी चीज के लिए करोगे ना जो कि worthwhile है. You'll only sacrifice for something which is worthwhile, right? Correct or not? If see, without judging any occupation, I feel that jobs which do not require skill, unskilled jobs like cleaner, like peon, etc., they do not require you to sacrifice. कोई skill नहीं है ना उसमें, that's why they are called unskilled jobs. But then if you want to do something good, then only a sacrifice is required. So you want to sacrifice, but then वो 1-2 दिन में enthusiasm चला जाएगा, unless you have a clear vision. And that vision does not have to be from now only. I did not want to become, sacrifice, I'll tell you about myself. Like before joining IS, I was employed in a government company, Oil India Limited. There my salary was upwards of 1 lakh only. So we are सब लोग आते थे घर पे. I mean, after the job, they'll come back, they'll party. But then I wanted to become IS. So I mean, you can. Those who are satisfied with their job, There's no problem. If you want to, I mean, those who wanted to be in that job, for them it is good. But then if I wanted to do something better, then office में 7 घंटा 8 घंटा 10 घंटा काम करने के बाद I would come back and I would study for 6 hours 7 hours. So I cleared UPSC while I was in company only. I did not take a break. I did not leave my job. I was not a full-time preparation. I mean I was not in full-time preparation. But then वो जो 5-6 घंटा निकालना है, while knowing that your friends are partying, that is something that you will have to imbibe in yourself. If you want to do something worthwhile. अगर स्कूल का 100 मीटर जीतना है तो उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत नहीं लगेगी. But if you want to actually break a state record, if you want to make a national record, if you want to represent India, state, etc., then you'll have to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning and you'll have to practice. There's simply no other choice. So, sacrifice is first thing. Second, you have to have a very clear vision towards it. It does not, simultaneously, it does not mean that you have to have that vision now only. I don't know what, I mean, I believe that the age would be, average age would be 20, Mafir? Average age of the students would be 20? 20, 21, something like that, right? So you need not have the vision, that clarity of vision from now only. आज नहीं 2 साल बाद 3 साल बाद 4 साल बाद 5 साल बाद. But then once you have decided that, let's say I want to do this in life, then understand that what you do, what you want to do, and how good you want to become in that. Let's say you want to become a content creator. आज के डेट में सबसे ज़्यादा पैसा इन्फ्लुएंसर के पास है, right or wrong? Most of you spend an enormous amount of time on Instagram. TikTok now is banned. Most of you will be using Instagram only, correct? Right?
Yes, sir.
So, Instagram offers an excellent career. But then, not watching reels. Instagram offers you an excellent career if you have got 1 million followers. And you'll have to have a proper vision towards it. That for me to be able to achieve 1 million followers, this is my niche, this is the kind of content that I'll create, and I'll create it relentlessly every day, even if I'm not getting any follower. I've watched some of the YouTubers who have detailed their journey, that they have documented how for the first 6 months they kept on creating reels, they kept on creating videos every day without expecting any followers. So that is a commitment that they made to themselves. कि मेरा follower एक भी नहीं बढ़ा, 0 का 0 रहा. Even then I'll put 180 videos in 180 days. So that's the kind of commitment that you'll have to make. And final suggestion would be that you don't have to necessarily believe that you have to be smart, then only you will be able to do something. Most of the people, how many of you know about Microsoft? How many of you? Microsoft you know, na? Right? Okay. Who is the CEO of Microsoft? How many of you know Satya Nadella? Chalo, he's an Indian immigrant to US now. Where has he studied his engineering from? So he's not studied from IIT. He's studied from MIT. MIT is like an okay college. कोई बहुत अच्छा college नहीं है. If he was really smart, he would have gotten into IIT. Correct or not? I'm sure that he would have applied for IIT. He would not have got it. That's why he went to MIT. Manipal Institute of Technology. Okay college. But then he has gone to become CEO of Microsoft. What does it tell us? It tells us that you do not have to be brilliant. You are brilliant, but you do not work hard, that's a waste. You will not do anything. But you are normal, average, and yet you work hard with a vision, you are ready to sacrifice, you are ready to put in hours, you are ready to put in efforts, nobody will stop you. So that's all from my end. I'll not bore you more. The idea is, please understand the concept of deferment of pleasure. Please understand, without sacrifice, you will not get anything. ठीक है, there will be lucky people. Even in UPSC, there are people who get through in their first attempt itself. But then you can't really put them as examples. There are people who have become chess grandmasters at the age of 12. They can't be anyone's idol, because there are people who are extremely brilliant, God gifted, and and you can't really learn from them, because they are not the how should I say, they do not represent the masses. But then these are extremely far and few people. You don't know anyone from India. Do you know anyone who became chess grandmaster from India at age of 10 or 12? You might not know. But Vishwanathan Anand, I believe that if anyone would have studied any GK, you'd have known. So Vishwanathan Anand, you'll know, because an average guy like us worked brilliantly, had to have some knack for chess. But then he achieved it when he was an adult only. So, put in the efforts, put in the hours, have a clear idea that this is what I want, and I want to achieve whatever field you have chosen. Aim high. अगर let's say रेस्टोरेंट भी खोला है ना, रेस्टोरेंट छोड़ो, फास्ट फूड का स्टॉल भी खोला है कोई, I believe that all of you would have seen somebody in your locality or town or city who is a simple shop owner but must be doing tremendous business. है कि नहीं कोई ऐसा? होता है ना? तो वो इसलिए होता है क्योंकि the only reason why they are there is because they are ready to put their best efforts forward. They are ready to do what their competitors are not doing. तो sacrifice करिए, efforts डालिए, hours डालिए, and have a vision that this is what I want to do. This is the level that I want to achieve. And rest, leave everything up to God. Things will fall into place. That's all from my end. Thank you for listening to me. I hope that you guys have a lovely time here. Please try and interact with each other more. Northeast is a beautiful, beautiful place. The diversity here is humongous. Important thing is that you spend more time with people who do not belong to a state, because that's the purpose of this program, of this camp, to broaden your horizons, to give you exposure, and to make you a more well-informed and well-rounded person. Only through these interactions, you'll become what a model citizen or what a model person has to be. That's all from my end. Thank you.
I will not repeat what Sir D.